Good morning and welcome to GM Tips personal session 2. Um, I know you guys have been wondering what's going on. And since my last one where I talked on the personal side, I want to give you guys an update. Now, lots of good things going on gaming wise. I mean, I'm still working with my Reign of Winter with the guys. They have almost finished and gotten to this one, which is the Witch Queen's Revenge. They're still finishing this one. They're in the monastery, which is really good. It means they're close to getting what they want. So that's exciting news. I want to let you know that. So where are things now in GM Rick's life? That right there is a promise ring from Kim. A lot is going on. I can't even go through it all. Last Friday was a pivotal point where the man in question, which was her best friend and sometimes love interest, scorched earth things and really kind of backed things down. Now, Kim still cares about him. Hard not to care about somebody that you've cared about most of your life, and there's been a big hole. But I can't hate her for feeling those feelings, okay? She's the love of my life, folks. She is my soulmate. I've said it before, she is. This woman has done things to make me such a better man, you guys don't even understand. The GM you have sitting here is a different man than I was 7 years ago. I used to run to a lot of outlets when things would go on in my relationships, chat rooms, the last marriage and affair. I'm not saying I was the greatest human being in the world. I turned to a lot of things I should never have turned to. Kim helped me to change that. I've been trying to win her love back, and it's slowly but surely working, and in a good way. She went from, Rick, I don't feel anything from you, I haven't felt anything for you for a long time, to a very honest truth session where she shared a lot. She said she didn't care, she hurt me, and she didn't feel anything. Well, of course she didn't. She walled it all away. When he came back, the walls went up that were my love, and it went away. And I lost the woman I love. Literally, the look in her eyes, guys, she was not the same woman. And I felt like my heart was being ripped out of my chest. I did. And the last 3 days have been cathartic. I have made decisions that not my rodeo, not my steer, not my rodeo, to not interfere with her friendship with him. He backed off and broke off the dating that they were doing, long distance. He then tried to sever the relationship, which hurt her a lot. She still cares about him though, because he's been through a lot of things. I can't share everything wrong with him, and I'm not going to. Let's just say there's something that he has that she does not want that would take her child away from her. And it would destroy her. It would put her on a death sentence. And it would jeopardize her relationship with her daughter. And I pleaded with her on that regard as the father of the child. And I do love that little girl with all my heart. She is my heart. Janet said a lot of things to say to both the guy and to mom that really put tampers on things. Kim made a decision to keep both of us as friends and go into I don't give a care mode. But over time, you know how it goes. Intimacy regrows, and we have been very intimate in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways. She sat me down on Thursday, and she said, I want a truth session, Rick, and I'm going to ask you questions, and you need to be 100% honest with me. Because I guess he was saying that I was cheating on her this whole time. No. And she asked me point blank, are you cheating on me, or have you cheated on me with anybody? And I looked her in the eyes like I'm looking at you guys right now. And I said no. And it was point blank. And then she asked me, have you wanted any other woman other than me? And I said no. She goes, are you attracted to any other woman other than me? And I'm like, no. And guys, I can never say that in the past before in other relationships I'm in, but honest to God truth, may you strike me down. No, I'm not attracted to any other woman. She goes, have you gone to any other outlet other than PORN? And I said, no, no. And even that, not much. Because, you know, when you're left alone with nothing, I don't know. But it's, no. And she asked me, did I love her? Yes. She says, if you had a baby with me, would you stay with me and not do what my ex did, Mini GM, and leave me and walk away? I said, Kim, I could never do that to you. I love you too much. I could never walk away from you. And she asked me so many questions that edified her understanding of how much I love her. And then she asked me to ask, and I did. And I asked a few questions, and I found out they kind of played on video. They kind of did some things, but not lately. And it's gone to nothing. She doesn't even video chat with him. She still cares. That's her best friend. She doesn't want him to implode. So I took her out. She said to me, you want to do something special for me? Bring me lunches or do something special for me on my lunch breaks. And I have the last 2 days, Wednesday, Thursday. Actually, I think Wednesday was I don't know. You got to remember, Wednesday or Thursday was when we had to sit down and talk. Yes, it was Wednesday. Thursday, she had a kind of a blowout with him. Not a bad one, but not a good one either. And I gave her advice against my better judgment. Because even though, guys, I don't like this guy, and if he ever sees this, Mr. D, I don't like you. I'm going to say that. And I really don't like you. But I'm not unfeeling. I don't necessarily want you to go do something that's going to end your own life. All right. So I advised Kim on how to help him because she wanted to help. And as you guys know, you can't help somebody who is depressed and feeling the way like that by your own. None of us can. All we can do is try to intervene, and most times it doesn't work. And I've lost 4 friends that way, where I tried to intervene and help them, and all 4 of them committed suicide, and they were gone. And it destroyed me inside. It kills you inside. And I don't want to see her go through that. We went out on Friday to some small towns, and she's a small town girl. I love her for that. That's the thing I love in her most. She's a country girl. I love her to death. I love her for who she is. The town of Salina is like Minerva at home for her. She ended up loving it. We walked around the town. She was just, it was like home. We went to a small donut shop. We got some donuts and a kolache, and we sat and we talked and we talked and we talked. And I asked her, do you want to eat lunch here? She goes, no, let's just go to some shops. And we went to some shops, and she's loving it. And she's loving the attention she's getting from me because she has my whole attention. And that was one of the big gripes, guys. And that's where I screwed up. And please, I'm telling you guys, don't do this. When you get with your woman, when you date her, when you are in love with her, when you have her, do not stop the very thing that got her to you in the first place. Do not stop paying attention to her. Do not stop telling her, how beautiful, sexy, awesome, loving, wonderful she is. You do the special things. You make sure you pay attention. When you're gaming, you stop your gaming and you listen to her. You don't do the things that makes her feel neglected like I've done. And I will never do that again. These past 2 months, I have not ignored her once. I have paid 100% attention to that woman. She has always had my attention. I've told her that, and she did. I just didn't show it. Oh, but I am. And believe me, it is never going to change again. Come over my body laying in 6 feet under the ground. It is not going to happen again that I ignore her, whether it's work or otherwise. She has my full attention. When she looks at me, when she does those little gestures and those little smirky smiles and a little flirtiness, I pay attention to every single gesture. And I let her know she's got my full undivided attention. Men and women, if you love your significant, do not ignore them. I'm telling you this now. And that's a GM tip to take to the bank. You pay attention. You let them know they're the most wonderful person under the sun. They're the most beautiful person, and that they have your undivided attention. And there's nothing else in the world that will take that attention other than maybe child. Because the cheer imps, I love her to death. But other than my children, she has my full undivided attention. Yes, these. I told her to pick out some sunglasses for me that she likes. And she likes these. We're walking around. I have my ball cap on. I am as country as I can be. Because you know what, folks? I grew up in the country. I am a country boy. I may be refined. I may talk all the refined things. But at heart, I am a small town boy. And I love small towns. And I hope to live in a small town because I love it. I do. It's a life that is just a beautiful life. Nature, beauty, outdoors, no stresses. And yes, I'll work hard for my job wherever I am. Don't ever doubt that. But it doesn't mean I don't love the country. So, we go up to Gunter. Gunter's another small town. She's looking at these hay bales with all the lettering on it. She goes, that's like my hometown would do. It's like the small town advertising. I said, it is, isn't it? We drove around Gunter. She's smiling. She's talking with me. She's opening up about what happened and why her heart went the way it did. And we're connecting, folks. We're connecting. We saw a funeral go by with the police officers. Beautiful thing to remember is life is precious as we're watching this funeral go by. It's a first responder, I can tell. From Van Alstyne, because we ran into him again. Then I asked her, where else you want to go? She goes, take me wherever. I'm enjoying it. Country boy, take me away. So we're listening to and I told her, put together a playlist, and she did. And we're listening, and we're singing, and we're doing all these country songs and beautiful songs on the playlist. And we get to Van Alstyne, and she's like, wow. And it's just a little bigger maybe than Minerva. It's actually Minerva size. We go downtown Van Alstyne, and we park. In the morning, I asked her a question. I'm not going to say the question on here in case he watches, but I asked her a pointed question. And she looked at me in Van Alstyne in the car, and she says, what if I tell you yes? What will you do? I said, you'll melt my heart, and you'll win my total heart all over again. She goes, what if I said no? I said, I'd still be here. I said, come here, Mini GM. Bring it to me. Quit crying. You did a boo-boo. It's okay, Daddy. Go get something to eat. You aren't eating. Go. You get emotional. Yes, sweetheart. I know. Relax. Relax. It's okay. See, guys, I still get mini meltdowns. It's okay. Sweetheart, it's okay. Okay? Yes, it is. You make mistakes just like anybody else. I make mistakes. Okay. All right. Come here and come get your thing. All right. I will put it on more episodes. All right. And you pick the one. You pick the one you want. So, just hit on it and it'll play. Select it. There you go. So, she looked at me and she said yes. And it's like a weight lifted off my heart. Yes.
You gotta pick.
Okay, I will. So, we're all smiles after that. I take her into a bakery. We get her some, to die for muffins. It's fine. It's what picture? This? Okay, then relax and get a bite to eat. Quit melting down. So we get her these beautiful strawberry cheesecake with the true cream cheese icing. Oh my gosh, she was in heaven. We got her a coffee mug, huge for Cocoa in Ohio. Then we walked down to another little shop. She looked in there, saw some things. She got her a choker, and I bought it for her, and we got some scents. And this is the woman that I know, folks. And she told me in the car, I never went away, Rick. I've always been here. I just walled myself off. She goes, I still love you. That to me meant the world. Because there's a woman I love. I see her. And you know how it is, folks. When you lose the person you love, they go into a place you've never seen them before. When they come back, it's that woman or that man, and you look in their eyes, and there's the looks you used to get, and there's the warmth and the trueness. And we went for some Mexican. This wasn't there yet, but hers was. She goes, this is my promise back to you. You to me, that you're going to be faithful to me. I said, I will always be faithful to you. She goes, what if I get you one? The promise to you. I said, you will melt my heart again. She says, we're going to go get it after we pick up Bug. So we're driving in the car, and she's going through her playlist. And she hits the song, so many songs, and we're singing a song together, and she's looking in my eyes. And there it is, and there's the affection, and the affection goes on. And we get affectionate, very affectionate as we're driving. And it's greatness. It's the woman I've known all my life, the 6 years. Here she is, back, in full color, in that beautiful, beautiful dress of hers that he doesn't like, but I love. It's that country flower dress that I love with her boots and those cowboy boots that I bought her. And I love those boots. Oh my God, I love those boots on her. They're little ankle-high boots. By God, they're real cowgirl boots, and I love them on her. They look so dang fine. You just don't understand, folks. And so, we're driving back. And there comes the song Austin. And I'm wearing my sunglasses and my ball cap. And we're singing Austin. Because it's the one where the woman went back to Austin. She left the man she loved. And he left on the answering machine. Austin, I still love you. That's me to Kim. I still love you. I'm sorry, guys. This is emotional good way. Don't take this bad. This is me letting go of a lot of emotions because I've held these for 2 months, guys. 2 months. I have suffered myself. Even though I've talked to friends, I've suffered inside. And she goes, why are you tearing up? And she's gently wiping away my tears, and she kisses around where my tears are. And she holds me at a light. And I'm normally a little bit emotional because you guys have seen I'm emotional. I'm a country boy that shows his emotions. I'm extra emotional. I can't even speak with her. And she goes, why does this song affect you this way? And I tell her, because you are my Austin. And you went away. And I missed you so much, and I still love you. I said, I can't hate you, Kim. You don't understand. I cannot hate you. Despite everything that's been done to me, I can't hate you. I can't, folks. I can't muster up 1 ounce of hatred for this woman. She's my heart. That's my heart. Sitting over on the couch, too. And she's just smiling. I mean, you can tell she's enjoying seeing my side. We get back to the apartment. She says, she sings the damn song to me. She sings the goddamn song to me. And she loves it because she's seen me tear up all over again. And she just has that look of love in her eyes while she's singing it. It's so deep and so real. And she goes, I will never leave you. And she goes, I really hurt you, didn't I? And just like I am now, I'm not. Because, yeah, you did. She goes, I really, really hurt you. I'm like, yeah. And she looked at me and she goes, Rick, I am so sorry. And what am I going to tell her? I've forgiven her. And I told you that. I forgive you. And she says it again. I am so sorry. And there's the woman I love. There she is right in front of me. Do you wonder why I'm not doing GM tips? How can you do GM tips when your muse has left you, when she has walled herself off? How can you be inspired? I can't. Do you guys understand? I picked up no Pathfinder books of any significance and read in 8 weeks. 8 weeks, not a single thing. I haven't read any of these. None. I've got new stuff that came on the Aslanti. I've read nothing. Nothing. Because my heart is gone. I'm functioning with this little girl. She says, will you tell her to not say I hate you today? But I said, I will. And I'll work with you. She says, good. And I have. I've told Buck. And I said to her, make me a playlist, Kim. Make me a playlist. Driving to go get that little munchkie, she's putting together the playlist. I don't even know that. She's putting it together. Then afterwards, we said, how you doing, Munchkie? Munchkie had a pretty good week. Despite all the crap, this was a good week. She got out of a possible, 36 smiley faces. She got 4, 7, 9, less than that. Out of a possible 15 smiley faces, she got like 9, which is pretty darn good for Munchkie. Because the teachers even saw what was going on. And Mr. D, if you read this, you hurt this little girl. You drove this little girl to some very dark places in school where she wasn't doing good. And I don't mean to be mean to you, I don't. But understand this. You, with your obsession, drove this little girl there. And I had to pry her back. And you think I'm filling her mind with stuff. I'm filling her mind with nothing. I'm trying to get this little girl to be happy. That's all that matters, her happiness. I want her to be a happy, functioning little girl. That's a mini GM that loves life like she used to. So Kim's holding my hand. She's singing to me. She sings a different playlist. Say what? Different playlist. But then she's looking at me, and she's picking out more songs out of another list for us. And she's walking with a smile, and she's still loving me. And you can see it. She's the most affectionate I've seen Kim in months towards me. And she keeps talking about the promises. And we talk about dreams. And one of her dreams is Orlando, Florida. And yes, I'm taking her there, guys. A year from now, you hear this, Kim McFadden, if you're watching this. And I'm sorry, Kim M. Guys, erase the rest. Kim, I'm taking you to Florida. That's one of your dreams, and it's going to happen. I know your other dreams, too, when it comes to the W word, and those are going to happen. Your dreams will come true. This country boy is going to make sure you have your country back, and this country boy is going to make sure you're the happiest damn thing on this face of this earth, and that you don't regret a decision for giving me this promise, because you won't. Not once, folks. She's not going to regret it. And I know I'm going on, but this is going to get me back to doing regular GM tips with you guys. And again, I'm sharing a part of my heart with you because that's how much I love you guys as followers. We walk in, and it's so nice to walk in with her. And she's in such a good mood, and those hips are swaying. And honest to God, when Kim's happy and she's dancing, when those hips are swaying, oh my God, my heart leaps 10 bounds. You don't understand. She is the sexiest thing that I know on the face of this earth. And I watch everything. And my song for her is Backroads by Sam Hunt. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. That's my song for Kim. My #1 song. Going 15 and a 30. I ain't in no hurry. I'm going to take it slow just as fast as I can. Take it slow. Just as fast as I can. Wearing those blue jeans, she don't need no belt. Turn them, yeah. I can turn them inside out. I don't need no help. And then it talks about the curves, like no downtown street. And she got curves, and I love her curves. Guys, don't you ever, ever look down on your woman for what she is and the curves she has. Let me tell you something. Those curves on that woman are the most sweetest thing that I've ever seen in my life. And I know them like the back of my hand. Every curve on that body, every blemish, every beauty mark, every scar. I know her body like the back of my hand. That's how much I love her. And I love every inch of it. And I wouldn't change one bit of it. She wants to improve herself. She wants to lose a little more weight. That's on her. I love her still for whatever she wants to be. But I love her as Kim. What she is now. I love it. And she walks up. She knows me. She knows the cross means a lot to me. Yes, I am a Christian, folks, but I'm not a vocal. And I normally don't say anything. All right, then pick it out. All right, fine. All right, it's playing. Go ahead. So, I don't profess my faith because I don't want you guys to feel like I look down or up at anyone. I am not one of these persnickety Christians that looks down on anyone. I am loving and open to all people. Why? Because who am I to talk? Okay. Faults and all that I have, who am I to judge anybody on the face of this earth? I have no right. So, she's getting ready to go to Breeze after this, her friends. But I'm enjoying this time with her. She's singing the playlist to me on the way to Walmart and the way back from me. And it melts my heart. It's got Taylor Swift, songs I know she loves, and she's singing them to me. Me, Romeo, all these other songs. And my heart's melting one by one. And I'm singing them with her. Funny thing, guys singing girl songs. I don't give a shit. I don't care. This is the love of my life. So, who cares? I'm singing them with her. And yes, I'm wearing this shirt for her because she's Doctor Who. She's a Whovian. Helped to make her that, but she's a Whovian, and so am I. I love her. I love what she is. I love what she does. She keeps saying, how do you like that ring? I said, it's never coming off my hand. Ever. I said, until you get me a different ring, it ain't coming off. And even then, it may not come off. It may go to this hand. It's not coming off. That's her promise to me. And I love her. And she says, you've got nothing to worry about, Rick. And I believe her. I believe her. For once, I'm looking her in the eyes, and I totally believe her. And it's so nice to wake up next to a woman that loves you. You just don't even know. Go sit with her for a little bit, talk life while she gets up. She's not worried about her phone and looking at her phone, seeing what's going on. Yes, she cares about her best friend, and she wants to keep him going in a good way. And I'm okay with that, because I'll never tell her who her friends are. Get that, Mr. D? I will never tell her who her friends are. She can have guy friends if she wants to have guy friends. She wants to go out and hang with her guy friends, she go hang with them. I trust her. I'm not going to worry about it. She wants to go out and hang with her friends and not include me, that's fine. She needs that time away sometimes, so do I. I'm not possessive. I don't care if she got guy friends at work. I'm not going to go up and hang with her and possess her. And this whole crap of what people say that if you're with your person you love, you don't want to spend any other time with your friends, that's baloney, folks. It's unhealthy. If you don't annoy each other once in a while, if you don't want to spend time with other friends, there's something wrong with you and your relationship. That's normal to want to do that. It's normal to want to take breaks at times and go hang with your friends. And then come back and love on the person you love. Because they threw you out the door and saying, go, have fun, and then they come back. I don't check up on her. I don't text her a million times. Once in a while, I'll text her, say, hey, when should I get dinner going or whatever. I want her to feel like I'm not watching over her shoulder. I'm not going to do that. I'm not possessive in my love. I love, but I'm not possessive in my love. And yes, guys and ladies get jealous sometimes. She loves seeing the jealousy on my face. Not the green-eyed monster jealousy, but jealousy that's normal. And it's a beautiful thing. So, that said, here's where I am with GM Tips. It's a much better place. and I hope to do some GM tips. And she told me, you better go do this GM tip. So I'm doing it for you guys. She told me you better. You got to thank her for that. And no, don't hate her, guys. That's the woman I love. And I don't care what's been said or what's been done. That's the woman I love. And I love her with all my heart. And I don't judge her at all. It happened. Still love her. Still forgive her. Still looking forward to many long years with that woman in the country doing wonderful things. So that's my GM tips. I'm getting ready to do my Reign of Winter. Wish me well. I may not record that, or if I do, I'll record it with the camera down because I do not want, Kim doesn't want Janet on run around on the camera. You guys got to understand that. It's safety, and I agree as a parent. But no, we're going to have some fun with it. All right? Thanks, and we'll talk to you guys soon.